What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be starting off my Batman review series. I'm going to be reviewing all the Batman movies that have been theatrically released, starting with the Batman and going to be ending off with Batman v Superman. And I will toss in the Lego Batman movie because that is a film that I actually do want to talk about. So today we're going to be starting off with the Batman, and then hopefully next Wednesday or Thursday I will be able to have my review up for the Batman, which I'm going to be watching on March 1st. So look forward to that review. And if you like this review, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on this review series, followed by another review series that I will be talking about later on for a movie that's going to be released in theaters that has already been released on Amazon Prime. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the Batman. So Batman is the 1989 film directed by Tim Burton and tells the tall tale of the Dark Knight of Gotham, who begins his war on crime, the first enemy being Jack, a criminal who becomes Clown Prince of Crime. Now, I never grew up watching any of the Batman films. I remember going to The Dark Knight on my birthday back in 2009, but I didn't pay attention to that movie as strongly as I should have until later on in life, which I will be talking about later on. So this is actually the first time that I'm going to be watching all the original Batmans, and I'm really excited to be able to go on this journey because I really like it when I go back and watch a movie for the first time, and this is a classic for its time. A lot of people didn't want Michael Keaton as the Batman, which then goes on to be a tradition with whoever gets cast as either the Joker or Batman or any other favorite superheroes in there. And I'm glad that I wasn't around when Michael Keaton was cast as Batman. I never grew up watching Michael Keaton in Batman or Jack Frost or in Beetlejuice. My first introduction to Michael Keaton was actually him playing Lindsay Lohan's dad in Herbie Fully Loaded and one of the Dick Cars in Cars. It was really exciting watching Batman for the first time and just seeing how the film starts off with an amazing little theme that Danny Elfman created for Batman. I thought that movie set the tone for what the film would be later going forward, and it was a really nice little tune that actually got me excited for the film. And I really liked the fact that we didn't get an origin story with this first Batman film. It gave us a little bit of a twist on what would have been the origin story for Batman, and I'm glad that they didn't start off that way, and I think that's a lesson that people can actually learn from and move forward instead of actually showing us the origin story for Batman, because at this point we already know what the origin story for Batman is. And I really like the fact that they actually gave us a little bit of a twist on that opening, and I'm glad that we actually got to see Batman in action first before we actually got to see Bruce Wayne. That is something that I really appreciated about this film, and I actually did enjoy. I really like most of the cinematography for the film and the way that it's shot. It looks incredible for what this film was and what this film brought to the time that this film came out. And I can only imagine how people felt when they first went to go see this movie, because I think it looked amazing and it was something that was really unique and really had its own style. Even though this is directed by Tim Burton and we have his Tim Burton styles in this film, it really gave us a different look into Gotham, and it really gave us a different look into Batman. And I think that's where some of the issues for me run into. This film feels like Batman in a Tim Burton world, which to some isn't as bad, and some will actually not like it at all. But I really thought that it had a good sense of style to a certain degree. I really enjoyed that we actually had something like this moving forward, and it really gave us a different look. I think some of the issues that rise with this film becomes with other characters. This film doesn't feel like a Batman film. It feels like what Joker went on to be, and this film feels like it's a Joker film with special guest star Batman. And I wish that we could have gotten a little bit more Batman in this film, because some of the characters that we get in this film aren't as complex or interesting as I would have wanted them to be. Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale really wasn't all that interesting to me. Like the character of Alexander Knox, I didn't think that Harvey Dent, played by Billy D. Williams, was utilized as much, or we didn't get a good look at Commissioner Gordon. But for the most part, it was a really entertaining film that really had some issues that I think it could have improved on. But I really enjoyed the way that this film looked and the way that it was being told. There are some moments in this film that really capture me and really got my attention, but there are other things in this film that actually didn't give it the leeway that it wanted, because most of the scenes that I was really invested in were mainly just within the Joker. Jack Nicholson as a Joker really came to play. He gave it a really great shine in this film, and that's what makes this film feel whole. It's his performance that we actually get to see that really actually entices me into going into this film and watching it a little bit more. That is something that I will always take away from this film. Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne / Batman was alright. I think he gave us a really good sense of style, and I think he gave us a little bit of that suaveness that you would want to expect from Batman. I just didn't buy him a lot as Bruce Wayne or Batman, and I think that's one of the issues that I had with this film. The performance that he gave was good enough for this film. It didn't get me hooked onto his character, because as somebody that doesn't know the Batman comic, it really doesn't have a sense of direction, and it didn't give me something that I wanted to feel. That's what it felt like to me. I wish we could have gotten a little bit more Batman in this film and little bit more of Bruce Wayne. But overall, I thought for what this film was and for the time that it was released, I thought it was a really fun and different look into Gotham City and into Batman's world. I just wish this film didn't turn into Joker with special guest star Batman, because even that little last thing at the end before he kills the Joker and he's hanging off the ledge with Vicky Vale, and then he waits until the Joker's dead to use his grappling hook to get back on top, I thought that didn't work for me, and it undermines the way Batman should be, and that really turned me off just a little bit. But overall, I thought it was a fun little unique twist on what Tim Burton gave us, and I really am impressed on the way that this film was shot, because for the time it looks beautiful and amazing. I just wish we could have gotten a little bit more of Batman, and I wish we could have gotten less of Vicky Vale, because I think for the most part she was the least interesting character in the film, and whenever she was on screen I just didn't want her to be. Overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Batman an 8 out of 10. Like I said, it is a different, unique look into Batman. It does feel like Batman in a Tim Burton world. But what are your thoughts on the 1989 Batman? Did you like it? Did you not like it? How does it hold up for you from the first time that you watch it? Or did you grow up watching this film? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments what you think. And I hope you guys stick around for my later on Batman reviews. Next up is going to be Batman. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Batman Returns, so I'm really looking forward to watching that one. And then, like I teased, another film series that I'm going to be reviewing is the Hotel Transylvania series. They're going to be releasing Hotel Transylvania Transformania in theaters this weekend, so I'm going to be watching that film in theaters the way that I would hope to have watched it. So look forward to my reviews for the first 3 Hotel Transylvania leading up to Hotel Transylvania for this Friday. So look forward to those reviews as well. And like I said before, if you like this review, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on more reviews. So until next time, this is Josie Reviews.